Welcome, Gordon Mann here for D3Hoops.com. And a year ago, I sat down with head coach Jeff Hands and Sydney Moss in Grand Rapids before their national championship game to congratulate them on Coach and Player of the Year. And here we are a year later doing it in a different city, Indianapolis, about 29 hours, you said, away from the matchup with Tufts. First off, congratulations on getting here. Congratulations on getting through the 2-week wait. What have you guys had a chance to do here in Indianapolis since arriving a couple days ago?
We've been able to do a lot. Got in here Friday, and we went out to the Speedway with all the other teams, all 8 of us together, and had a great event out there. Really treated first class, so it's been good. We've been spoiled, so I hope our returning players for next year don't want all this treatment because it's not going to happen. Police escorts everywhere, and then yesterday got down to the arena table, watch some open practices for the Division I, and then a little practice in on our own, and we were able to get on the floor last night for a little bit.
Sydney, you and I were talking about that briefly before we went on. You're going to play on the same floor as the Indiana Pacers, a little bigger arena than you're used to playing on. What's that like as a player getting acclimated to that?
We got in there yesterday and practiced a little bit, and then, we'll leave in a few hours and practice there again. So, it's a pretty big arena. The background's different than what we're used to. So, just getting in there and getting as many shots up as we can.
So last season you had accomplished something nobody had done before. You were the nation's leading scorer in the tournament and the regular season. You were the player of the year. You were the tournament most outstanding player, and you led your team to an undefeated national championship. So the question was, did you work on anything in the offseason, try and get better at anything?
Well, I had another knee surgery. So I'm on my left knee. They went in, and I pretty much blew a hole in my cartilage. So they went in and repaired it. So I was really focused on, trying to get my knee better and therapy and stuff like that. But that also helped me with, just standing right there by the basket and getting shots up or ball handling and obviously, weights and stuff like that, upper body. And once I could get back onto the floor, I, had a few workouts and stuff like that. So, it was tough, trying to come back from a surgery and, trying to get better on the floor. But it worked its way out. So
was that a knee injury you sustained late in last season?
Yeah, I want to say it was the end of PAC conference play and going into the tournament a little bit. I had that knee brace on the right from ACL, and then the left knee started to bother me a little bit, and we just thought it was tendonitis. And then, I got an MRI and stuff like that, and they were like, well, you blew a hole in your cartilage, so your bones are pretty much rubbing together. So I played through it all through tournament, and then halfway through April, the beginning of April, I had knee surgery.
Coach, I know as a successful head coach, you always want to see your players and your team get better. Mm-hmm. What have you asked Sydney to do more of this year, aside from stay healthy?
Well, stay healthy is the biggest one, and then be a leader in all aspects of the game, and then also off the court as well. And I think she's done all of it. And the scoring numbers are down, but I think she's okay with that because the assist numbers are up. Right. And that's being a leader. That's unselfish, and that rubs off onto everybody else on the team. And that's probably one of her best attributes that she has is that it's not about her. She wants to play. She wants us to win tomorrow night. Yeah. That's the thing. She wants to finish her college career with another national championship.
I'm sure you don't know this, but you're still the number 4 leading scorer in the country, so it's not down that much. As a senior this year, what's different for you? Is this kind of the last ride through for college basketball? How has it been different from other seasons?
Obviously knowing that it's the last go around. All the seniors, the 5 that we have on the team, just we want to leave it all out there, end our college career on a hopefully a national championship again, and become legendary, I guess, and leave a legacy at Thomas More for people to fill.
What's the biggest difference for you as a defending national champion as the coach? You talked about pressure and fun and those sorts of things. How is your job different now that you have a national championship?
Not a whole lot different. You still got to work, you still got to recruit, still got to stay on these guys to not let them get complacent. and know that it just takes one game, one day to have everything unravel for you and not be in that position to be able to play again, for that season. So just accept every challenge that comes, and know that there's not a whole lot of pressure to us. We just want to play, but there's going to be challenges throughout the year, whether it's little nicks here injury-wise, throughout the game, and just play through everything and continue to work to get better.
You and I have talked about this before. You play in a conference where you guys are totally dominant. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's something like one conference loss in 6 years or something like that. You played a very tough non-conference schedule. You opened with Denison and Ohio Northern, who both made the tournament. You played at Calvin. You played at Illinois Wesleyan. You played a lot of good teams along the way. Once you get into conference play, how do you keep your team sharp knowing that on most nights you're going to be winning by 30 in the fourth quarter?
A lot of it's practice, but a lot of it is letting know, again, you don't want to take that chance because of our travel situation in conference, of having to go to Western Pennsylvania and Bethany, West Virginia for all those conference games, and winning the regular season is such a big deal to host in the conference tournament that we don't want to go up there again. I mean, that's we want to do our 9 trips and then be in a position to where we can host the semifinals and finals so that we're ready to go. And I think that's a thing that we've done over the years, even before I was here, when we got into the conference, of being mentally tough and being ready to go on the road and seal that, make sure that doesn't happen.
Sydney, a little different question for you. We had talked with Gino Auriemma during the week, and he said there's no way the regular season is fun, is what he told us. But I know fun has been something you've been trying to emphasize and have this year as comparison to last year. We had a piece on that. So different from how do you stay focused, how do you keep it fun, knowing that, the competition level, once you get into conference, the games probably aren't going to be very close?
Yeah, I mean, during regular season, obviously, you have your ups and downs, and you're trying to figure out, which player fits here and, how you can contribute to try to get the win. So I think we just kind of try to do that all year, and we get after each other in practice, and I mean, we just have a good time with each other on the floor. And if somebody gets sniped, which they'll trip over the line or trip over their own feet, we start laughing. It's I mean, we just have fun out there, and it's between our team, no matter who we're playing or who else is out there. So.
And Gordon, ask Sid real quick if there was a sniper in Hinkle Fieldhouse yesterday.
Yeah, there was for sure. There's a few snipers up there. Yeah, I ate it, and I think there's 3 or 4 other people that might have got sniped. So he's somewhere in there in the rafters. So
hopefully he stays away for tomorrow. Coach, you have a special once-in-a-lifetime player here in Sydney. How does she impact, and I'll just take a side note to say, one of the reasons you're Coach of the Year, in addition to the fact that you're undefeated going into the national championship, which never hurts, is the way you've built around Sydney. Abby and Nikki and Madison Temple and Sam Cady and all these other players, you would be really, really, really good even if Sydney wasn't on your team. So talk to me about the recruiting process. How does Sydney alter the way you've been able to recruit the last couple of years?
I think it's helped a lot because they know, players know that they have an opportunity to come in and play with somebody with Sydney's talents and know, and they get to meet her when they come on for a visit, and they know that it's not about her all the time. And again, like I said before, that's her best attribute because she's going to share the basketball. She's going to get everybody involved. Now she's going to push them. Is she going to yell at them? Is she going to say some things that they may not like because they didn't catch a pass or because they missed a shot, that an easy one? Yeah, that's going to happen. And she may get to them actually before I do. And, so she's going to push them to be better. And I think that's helped with Abby and Nikki, and then especially the local ones being able to stay home and seeing that, hey, yeah, we can get this done from Northern Kentucky. We can get this done from a Cincinnati to come across the river 10 minutes and help win a national championship and be successful.
You're the only Division III basketball player I know, men or women, who has her own cheer, where they say you got mossed. They have the big heads. Yeah. They have one for you too. So and a dog. I noticed.
That's Tommy, our dog.
Okay, Tommy the dog. Do you feel? And I know you've been asked about pressure as a team. Do you personally feel pressure?
Not really. I mean, just go out there and play, and leave it all out there, and the outcomes will be the outcomes.
Last question for you. You're going to get this a lot. You probably already have, but a little different wrinkle. Every senior gets this question. What are you going to do after college? Mm-hmm. But people have asked, is she going to play somewhere else? Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do after college?
Hopefully, get the opportunity to try to go professionally, whether it's, WNBA or overseas. If somebody wants me to come to their mini camp or, try out for them, then I'm, all for it. But if not, try to get into coaching. I don't know, what level yet, whether it's high school or, Division III, D1, whatever. So hopefully try to get in a little bit of coaching.
I don't know that I have some familiarity with the NBA process. How does it work from the WNBA? I imagine much the same way. Have you had workouts? Will you? How does that work?
I don't think they can contact you until until the buzzer goes off of your last game. So after hopefully after
come to see you in suits after the game, we should just keep our distance.
Yeah. Hopefully after the game, a few people might contact me and want me to come and work out with them and then you'll go obviously to their mini camp, and I guess they'll either cut you or make you sign a contract and stay on the team.
Coach, you get the last question. Sydney Moss, I think she's the greatest Division III women's basketball player ever. She plays tomorrow night in front of a big home crowd in an NBA arena. Write the script for the last game. How does the last game of Sydney Moss's career go?
Win a national championship. She plays well. Does everything that she needs to do on that stage and helps the team and the program win a second national championship.
Looking for their second national championship, our Coach of the Year and our Player of the Year for D3Hoops.com, this is Gordon Mann.